To summarize my learning, I've completed a design from start to finish, including the body, the neck, and the fretboard. I've also obtained all of the required parts, and made a detailed wiring diagram, all of which I learned from scratch just in these past 4 months. I have finished my design, which is a pretty in-depth process, and has involved a lot of work, and I've learned plenty. This project is relevant to me in a few ways, mainly woodworking and music. As you can tell, I like music, and I play guitar quite a bit, but woodworking I haven't done as much of. I made this desk. Skills I acquire in this project will likely help me in a future career path, especially considering that they're some of the most useful and cool things that I've ever done. For example, electricity and soldering, and wiring like that. Also, doing things like designing, which is a much more in-depth process than I originally thought. These will help me in the future as well as in the current moment.
You should have said the past.
The first half of this project is mostly design, which I can do at home, and isn't that exciting. But sourcing the parts has been. For example, this guitar neck I got from my grandpa. It belonged to him, and I was able to remove the fretboard and get the truss rod, as well as the tuners. So, although some exciting things have happened, it hasn't not that much yet.
Yeah.
I do expect it to get a little more exciting next semester, as I'll be in the wood shop and actually building the guitar. There have been a few challenges in this, especially in the design. I'm not much of an artist or a designer, so this is kind of my first experience. Hey. So it has been a struggle, but I think I've overcome it pretty well. This is my final design for the body, and was really the most artistic part of the project. There have also been some more challenges involving sourcing parts. There was the Canada Post strike happened while I was trying to get them from Amazon. So there were some delays, which also delayed the design process. Fortunately, I was able to make progress by designing the neck and fretboard, which were also challenges. Really, the main challenge so far has been teaching myself to design based on my own guitars. I've gotten pretty good at the things I've done so far, but I obviously still need to work on the things I haven't done. Next semester, as I said, I'm planning on actually building the guitar, which is going to come with many challenges of its own. I feel good about my progress so far, and next, I plan to actually make the body, and the neck, and the fretboard. Get these designs into the real world, and then attach all of this to it, and have a fully functioning guitar. I've done a lot of critical thinking. I've had to see which parts will work best for my project, and whether they'll all work together. I've also had to make precise measurements to see if my plans will work in the real world. I'm creative thinking, Rowan, and I've been utilized a lot in this project. With original designs and an all-new idea for a guitar. Now back to the real Rowan. And that was a look inside my mind. Although the majority of this project is my idea, I have collaborated with quite a few people, including my sister. We worked together on this project well before I created my design. And I've considered her to create an art piece on top of my guitar. I've also had to communicate with quite a few people to see what they think of my designs and see if they can be refined any more, leading me to arrive at this final design. Being an independent project, the Capstone takes quite a bit of personal awareness and responsibility. Some examples of that are all around me. None of this would have happened if it weren't for me taking responsibility over my own project.
The end.
Epic.